Hello, and once again, welcome to the 5-day advanced motivational online camp in chemistry, day 2. In this class, we shall be doing a lot of things. Some of you might be feeling little hard-pressed, suffocated. Those who have not practiced at all, but those who have practiced, because I have an agenda in my mind for these 5 days. Today will be the last day for acquainting the formula, ionic equation, molecular equation, redox reactions, and balancing. Today's main job will be balancing any complicated equation, which you can never ever balance by hit and trial method. You have to adopt. In earlier camps, I introduced the algebraic method, but in class 11 and 12, those things are not required. Those are told to class 9, 10 students. If you want to balance, then you can go for atom conservation. Both the sides, number of atoms should be same, x, y, p, q, r, and then take any coefficient as 1. On the basis of that, you build up several equations for each element, and then you will find by substituting 1 for the presumed coefficient, others will automatically be revealed. You may get a fraction, many fractions for the different coefficients, but you know how to eliminate the fraction by multiplying a common factor so that you will get the lowest integral, whole number coefficients, and that is what we require for stoichiometric calculation, the simplest ratio among the reactant species and the product species. Now, since we have already done a doubts clearing program yesterday night, we will not spend much time in discussing what we did before. But even then, if you are interested to ask me something, now I can spend 2 to 3 minutes. You can raise your hand, then I will ask you to put your question before me. If not, then we will be doing something new. Now, the most important thing I tell you now is to master over finding oxidation number, just in a flash, mental calculation. Why? Because when you are given any equation, any reaction equation will be given. At this stage, you cannot predict all reactions. All simple reactions, you can do that, where there is no change in oxidation number. Those are called non-redox reactions or metathesis reactions. But hundreds and thousands of reactions are redox, but there is a change in oxidation number. That you cannot predict. It will be given to you, but some simpler ones can be intelligently guessed, logically can be proven, and you can match with what is the real happening. For example, I give you this ammonia is oxidized to give you NO and water. Show me where there has been oxidation and where there has been reduction. You just Amlan, you just can immediately know that this is a redox reaction, because here one is in the elementary species as an element where the oxidation number is bound to be 0, and in the other side there is no such elemental species. So if one of them has definitely changed its oxidation number, the other is bound to change. So from a common sense, you can understand that this is definitely a redox reaction. Can anyone show where are the changes? Okay, Gautam, I'll ask you, but I want others should come forward and raise their hands. Pulak can answer, but let me tell you a trick. Oxygen is one species. The other species is nitrogen. With little bit of practice that I will give you today, you can find out which one is the culprit, thief. I mean, just like police catches the thief, similarly, you can catch hold of the element which is suffering a change. Nitrogen is another one. So you have to find out the oxidation number of nitrogen here, and then see whether it is increased or decreased. Yes, Gautam? Open your microphone. Muta bond karni. I have not stopped. No, I have not stopped. Tale Pulak kuha, Pulak. You padilaani. Pulak.
Yes, sir. Sir, left hand side re nitrogen -3 ଆଉ
Yes.
right hand side रे +2.
देखो रिद्धि सिद्धि, this is -3, x plus 3 is equal to 0. So I told you yesterday nitrogen is -3 here, and here x -2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to +2. So the oxidation number of nitrogen has increased from -3 to +2. And Pulak, the other one?
Sir, left hand side रे hydrogen से +3, right hand side रे
ଶହେ
+2.
ଥର ବସ ଉଠୁଅ, ସେଇଠି ଘରେ ମମି ଥିବେ କି ଡାଡି ଥିବେ, ତାଙ୍କ ଆଗରେ 100 ଥର ବସ ଉଠେଇଗଲ, ତମର ଇଏ ବଢିବ, ତମର ମସଲ ପାୱାର ବଢିବ। ଉଠ ବଠକ। ଏ ରୁଦ୍ର, ତୁମେ କିଏ? ତୁମେ ତ 10 ପାସ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ ନୁହଁ, ତମେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ଆସି ପହଞ୍ଚ? ହଉ କୁହ।
सर अमोनिया रो ऑक्सीडेशन हेची, अमोनिया रे नाइट्रोजन -3 सेकंड रे +2 जाईची, आ तापरे ऑक्सीजन 0 रु -2 को जाईची।
यस पुलक, जदि एटा ऑक्सीडेशन हला, आउ गोटा किए रिडक्शन हो, पुणी हाइड्रोजन रो कोन अछि? एटी भी +1, एटी भी +1, राइट साइड रे लिखा हिची बोली यू डोंट थिंक दैट बिकॉज इट इज रिटन इन द राइट साइड इट इज -1. नो 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 नो, हाइड्रोजन हैज नॉट सफर्ड एनी चेंज. It is oxygen. I told you in the beginning that it is 0. That is the trick to understand that it is not a non-redox reaction, it is a redox reaction. So from 0 to -2, and that is a reduction. A decrease in oxidation number, as I told you, is reduction. Increase in oxidation number is oxidation. So oxidation, the new definition is increase in ON, or this is loss of electron. These are synonymous. Now Riddhi Siddhi, there was -3. It is not actually the real charge, but it is a fake charge. So it was -3. That means excess of 3 electrons, as if there are excess of 3 electrons, as if. But here there is a deficiency of 2 electrons. So by losing 3 to become neutral, and again 2, so total 5 electrons are lost. These are all in a imaginary manner, hypothetical manner, because these are not ionic compounds. It is not discernible, understandable from the formula, but we can believe during reaction this is happening. We are not able to see that. So the oxidation number concept is very, very elegant to monitor what has happened. Oxidation has happened, reduction has happened, or nothing has happened. So -3 and this is +2. So loss of electron is synonymous to increase in oxidation number, and that is oxidation, O. And reduction, the new definition is decrease in oxidation number, or synonymous as gain of electron. Now see, oxygen was 0. Now it is -2. So 2 electrons have been gained. 2 electrons have been gained. It was previously 0 and now it is -2. Although it is not detectable because these are not ionic compounds, but we must follow through the oxidation number changes. Believe as if it is happening inside. So that will give you an idea what is happening to which species. And the one which is oxidized is called the reductant or reducing agent, as you know, or the reductant or reducer, the one which is oxidized, because that is responsible to reduce oxygen. That is why it is called reducing agent, but itself is oxidized. Similarly, the one which is itself reduced is oxidizing agent, OA, or you can call it oxidant, or you can call oxidizer. So in this reaction, ammonia is the reducer and oxygen is the oxidizer or oxidizing agent. But earlier in our time, there was no such concept. We were saying a loss of oxygen, gain of hydrogen is reduction, loss of oxygen, gain of oxygen, loss of hydrogen is called oxidation. So that was the primitive definition that we were following here. Now, ammonia has lost hydrogen, it has become NO, not only lost hydrogen but also gained oxygen. So therefore this process is oxidation, and oxygen has gained hydrogen, therefore it is reduction. We were never told in our time that there is an electron gain and loss concept to describe oxidation and reduction. Simply gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen is oxidation, gain of hydrogen and loss of oxygen, the opposite of the previous one, is reduction. So there are many reactions that we find that they do not involve any oxygen or hydrogen. Without hydrogen and oxygen, then how to explain those reactions? So a uniform modern definition was introduced in terms of oxidation number, or also in terms of loss and gain of electron. Now similarly, I would like you to do this thing: PbO2 plus say hydrochloric acid or say hydrobromic acid. 101% students, without knowing anything about how the reaction is happening, the logic, they will write PbCl2 plus water. And if you look to what has happened to lead, find out lead oxidation number in left side and right side, and then you find the other process. If you find the reduction process, you must have to find the oxidation process, because if somebody has to lose electron, that electron will not go into drain or to your house for Pulak Mahanti to eat electrons. It will go and reduce someone. If somebody is gaining, then somebody has to give. So lead, what has happened to lead? Who can tell me? Find out lead in both the sides and tell me. Always use X method in a different ROP space, not there. Find it in a ROP space elsewhere and write over it, just over it. Gautam Sahu is saying, sir, I'm sorry that I can't keep up for a long time due to poor internet connectivity. I have a bad luck that I can't stay in that time. Don't worry. If by chance you are out due to poor connectivity, no worries at all. You watch the video. I will be sending within 1 hour. You will be getting my link. But attending at a class and watching the video is something different. You know, here I am putting my energy through internet to all of you. Okay, why not Adhyasa? Why not Riddhi Siddhi? Riddhi Siddhi, tell me, lead ka kitna?
Sir, PbO2 is 4 and PbCl.
What 4? -4?
No, sir, +4.
You said that. Yes.
Yes, sir. And PbCl2 is +2.
Yes, precisely correct. So there has been a decrease in oxidation number of lead. So this process is reduction. अगर आपको reduction मिल जाता है तो आपको जरूर oxidation मिलना चाहिए. Otherwise this prediction is wrong. Something is missing out here. If the oxidizing agent, because the one which is reduced is called oxidizing agent. If this is the oxidizing agent, so this has to be the reducing agent. So hydrogen cannot be oxidized, is already in the +1 state. There is no +2 state in hydrogen. So automatically common sense will tell you the chlorine will be responsible for oxidation. It is in the -1 state. So to which state it will prefer to go? Usually from negative state or positive state, the usual state of change is 0 state. Now tell me which is the 0 state of chlorine? Amlan? Which is the... Yes?
The chlorine gas.
Yes, precisely, Amlan is correct. Amlan, hame kaun kariba? You and me, and we will invite anyone to have some gym work. Gym, we will have some bench press, we will have some dand, batak, weightlifting, and we will develop 6 packs. धीरे 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 आपका 6 pack, 1 pack, 2 pack, 3 pack ऐसे आ जाएगा तो आपको बहुत सुकून मिलेगा. तो what I was saying is -1 अगर ये है तो ये elevate होगा 0. 0 is the common. This is just a trick. You should not bother about why not it is going to +1, +2. So those are the electrochemical aspects that will be done in class 12. So I will not now tell you to confuse your minds because you know everything needs the proper state of mind to receive. So chlorine has been oxidized from -1 to 0. So this is an increase. Or loss of electron, it was in the hypothetical -1 state and it has lost 1 electron to go to 0 state. And 2 such chlorine have combined together, Riddhi and Siddhi, the twin, they constitute a molecule chlorine. So this is oxidation. And this is the reducing agent or reductant. So these are all redox reactions. On the contrary, if I tell you, just write down some non-redox reaction, you will immediately know, say an acid like sulfuric acid, write down its formula, sulfuric acid, reacting with, say, aluminum hydroxide, hydroxide. Write down the formula and put an arrow mark. Also write down the products. This is a acid-base double displacement acid-base neutralization reaction where the H plus ion from acid will react with OH minus ion from base to form water. So write me the equation and then raise your hands. Rudra, Pulak, Satyajit. So from tomorrow, we are going to start the stoichiometry, mole concept, then followed by stoichiometry. So Riddhi Siddhi, you must take it as a challenge because you don't have your school or college has not yet started. So take that as an opportunity to cover up everything so that you will be very, very prompt. Even from the beginning, both of you will be prompt. And those who have started their school, they also, if no much things are going on in school now for some time, you can think of, some alternative to give importance to this 5-day program. And not only by attending classes, you will be gaining the maximum. You will gain, but the maximum gain will happen when you do some practice and ask your doubts cleared immediately. I'm there at every 9 o'clock. I will be with you to clear your doubts. But before that, I will send you the answer, the solution to all, so that you can check which one you had the doubt. If you can understand from my solution, it is well and good, and we can save a lot of time. Good for you and me. One girl reminded me that she needs a solution. Who was that? I should congratulate. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. Who? Polikri Koila. Microphone open करके बताइए कौन सी लड़की, young lady, reminded me to give the solution. Satiety. Satiety.
Again, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Tanushree.
Tanushree, yes. Okay. এটা কার সরলানি দেখো सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड is H2SO4 देखो समझते चेक करो and aluminum hydroxide is AlOH whole 2 ना 4
Sir,
3 aluminum valency is 3 comes here, OH is -1, so 1 is not written, so these are the two correct formula. Then we have hydrogen ion will combine with OH minus ion and sulfate will combine with this. So it will be aluminium sulfate. What will be the formula? Aluminium is 3 will go there. Sulfate is 2 will come here. And then sulfate will be written in bracket, a parenthesis, and the 3 here. So aluminium sulfate का formula ये है. अगर कोई गलती से AlSO4 लिखा है और Al2SO4 लिखा है, तो immediately इसको सुधार कर दीजिए, सही कर दीजिए, and this will be water. Salt plus water. That is neutralization reaction. Here, you don't find any change in oxidation number. Aluminum is +3 here, +3 here. I told you that oxidation number is determined for a single atom. On calculation, you multiply 3 2s are 6 and all that, it should be 0. But oxidation number is determined for a single atom. And everywhere, this is sulfate ion, this is sulfate ion. So if you find sulfur will be +6 here, here also it will be +6. So no change in oxidation number. So that kind of reaction, excuse me, is called the non-redox or the so-called metathesis reaction. You can understand the difference once you are given some task, you can understand. But these metathesis reactions, they do not need any special method to balance. This is done by heat and trial. But if you don't write correct formula, then you break your forehead on a big piece of stone into several pieces. Your oblongata, medulla oblongata, then what are the 3 parts? Cerebellum, cerebrum, and medulla, all will come out, but you can't balance. if you write a wrong formula. So formula writing is very, very important, which often students, they don't bother. So little bit of practice, I have given you the chart. You always follow the chart for some time, maybe for a month or two, you always follow the chart. Once it is recorded by constant practice, you need not have to further refer to the chart. It is automatically stored in your memory chips. Now this is aluminum is 2, so you have to multiply here by 2. And then sulfate is here 3 here. You have to make it 3 here. And here you find hydrogen, which is the source of hydrogen is here. 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6. So there are 12 hydrogen. So you need to make it 6 water. So that there are 6 oxygen, and here also there are 6 oxygen. 3 2s are 6. A sulfate ion has been already balanced. So the reaction has taken place in the mole ratio to 3 moles is to 2 moles. So that is the stoichiometric relationship. For every 2 moles of aluminum hydroxide, you need 3 moles of sulfuric acid for complete reaction. If you do not have that much, 3 moles per 2 moles, then all aluminum hydroxide will not be exhausted. Some aluminum hydroxide will be left out. It's not a complete reaction. So we'll be doing some very interesting aspects of stoichiometry as we proceed for the other 3 days, which will be really hectic for you. Hectic, I don't discourage you, but I encourage you to spend time. Otherwise, there is no point in attending classes. You can later on see my videos and do that. Now, coming to the balancing techniques, which redox reaction equations, the best technique is by ON method, oxidation number method. This is applied only for redox reactions, and I'll give you a lot of practice questions to practice which one is oxidized, which one is reduced. You can find the culprit, the thief, as a police man or police woman. And I have also hinted, underlined the elements which are thieves for some questions. And then once you converse with that, then thieves will automatically reveal to the police. Police will not have to find the thief, but thieves will be so naive, so foolish, they will themselves tell, I am a thief, I am the thief, cut me and catch me. So they will surrender before you. Ye hoga. So what is the concept behind this ON method? Is very simple. I'm just taking the example I just now did. Ammonia reacting with oxygen, giving you nitric oxide plus water. If we want to balance this equation by ON method, first our job is to find the oxidation number of the element which has suffered change, not for all elements. Nitrogen has gone from -3 to +2. We have already done that. Oxygen is from 0 to -2. First, you have to do that. Then, what you have to do, first try to understand what I'm doing. You see, -3 to +2, what is the change? How many electrons has been lost? The change in oxidation number in Ra. So because this is the reducer, this is the oxidizer. We are now tackling the Ra. How much change in oxidation number has happened to nitrogen while ammonia has been oxidized to nitric oxide? Tell me. Raise your hands. What is the change? Sanvi. सत्यजित कहल सत्यजित मिस्टर पांडा आगु टिके पंडा अछि
Yes,
कहल
yes, sir. Sir, sir, एडी -3 ରୁ +2 हेले एडी 5टा एडी माने बढुची एडी
यस बढ़ुची नुह 5टा इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस होची तो चेंज 5 समस्त से कहूथिल रिधि सीधी आप वही बोलना चाहती थी
Yes, sir.
-3 minus +2 and it's iska you have take the mod means its magnitude. So we need the change is a positive number, so you take the mod, the magnitude. So -3 change means minus, it goes to plus, so this is -5 and take the mod, so this is the change is 5. So whatever change of oxidation number you find for one agent, you multiply that as coefficient in the other agent. So multiply 5 to OA. I will tell you why we are doing, what is the logic behind doing this, and then find out what is the change of oxidation number in the oxidizing agent, that is oxygen. And let me tell you that you have to take the total change of all the atoms of that element present in that particular agent. So tell me, what is the change for one oxygen atom, but in the agent there are 2 oxygen atoms. So you have to take the total change. Here there was only 1 nitrogen atom, so the change is 5. But here there are 2 oxygen atoms. So you have to find out the total change, the total number of electrons that have to be received, gained. Who had raised his hand? Take your time. I'm not in a hurry. I will just give you the cream, not many more examples because time is short. Amlan has raised his hand. I would like to ask Amlan. What is the change? What, Amlan?
4 electron will be
Precisely. Riddhi Siddhi, precisely 4 is the answer because for 1 electron change is 2. So let me add total. Always total change is required. Total change in RA. Oh, it has RA thila. In of ON in RA OA is equal to 2 into 0 minus -2. So for 1 oxygen atom, the change is 2. And for 2 oxygen atom in the molecule, don't see this one. This coefficient is for the reducing agent. But look to the molecular formula, O2. So for 2 oxygen, you multiply by 2. So the total change is 4. So that 4 is to be multiplied with the reducing agent. So what is the purpose? Who can tell me why we are doing this? Raise your hands. Why we are finding out the change in oxidation number of the reducing agent and putting that figure beside the oxidizing agent and vice versa? Why? What is the purpose behind doing this? Rudra has raised his hand. Rudra is not a bona fide participant. He has come in a backdoor business. Okay. Rudra कहला बाबा.
सर टोटल इलेक्ट्रॉन कंजर्व होआ पई हमें ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर चेंज करू.
That is true. हमें आर चेंज ता सेथरे गुणुचु तार चेंज ता एथरे गुणुचु. ये करिवार उद्देश्य कोन?
सर टोटल इलेक्ट्रॉन कंजर्व हेबे गोटे रिएक्शन सेटा.
Yes. The total reaction rate, the total number of electrons gained should be equal to total number of electrons lost. ସେଥିପାଇଁ 4ଟା nitrogen ରୁ total number of electrons lost will be 4. ଗୋଟେ ପାଇଁ 5ଟା electron. -3 ରୁ +2 5ଟା electron loss होची ଗୋଟେ nitrogen ପାଇଁ. ଗୋଟେ nitrogen एठू सेठू जिवा ପାଇଁ हेले ताले 4टा ପାଇଁ 4 5 20 4 5 20 total electrons होची 4 into 5. So 20 electrons are lost for 4 ammonia molecules. एपट साइड को हमें बैलेंस पर करबा एटा बैलेंस हमें करिने एटा ऑटोमेटिकली हे जीवो ये खुद ब खुद हो जाएगा. So the number of electrons gained is 20, and for one oxygen molecule the number of electrons gained is 4, because 2 into 2 is 4 already we have done. So for 5 oxygen molecules the 5 4s are 20, so 20 electrons are gained, so 20 electrons are lost by 4 ammonia, and same 20 electrons are gained by 5 oxygen, so the two are same. If they are not same, then you can't balance it. You can't balance it. Then heat and trial. After knowing the two coefficients, then you go for heat and trial. Then for nitrogen, you just put a coefficient 4 here, equalize nitrogen. Then you pick up any one. If you want to pick up hydrogen, then 4 3s are 12. So you put it 6 here, you will find automatically oxygen is also balanced. 5 2s are 10, 4 plus 6, 10. So you will find that the rest process will be extremely easy. Please raise your hand who could not understand what I explained to you. So if you have not, then I have a question for you. This is calcium phosphate. What is the formula? Calcium is 2, phosphate is 3. So Ca3, PO4 whole 2. Supposing I will collect some bones. Some bones, I will go to some, maybe some jungle, some forest. I'll find some bones, the wild animals that take fleshes and then leave the bones. So I will collect some bones which contain plenty of calcium phosphate. And I put some coke, carbon. Coke is one of the allotropes of carbon. Put some coke, it's a very good reducing agent. And some bali, silicon dioxide is bali. Kichi bali, kichi coke, koila, sei jatiya coke, au nei asibi kichi hard calcium phosphate nei asibi ki bazar re miluchi calcium phosphate nei asibi taku strongly heat karibi. Kichi samay pare oda ko sabu udi jibe amuku milibo kono na phosphorus. Element phosphorus is prepared by this method, and the other is calcium silicate. Calcium is 2 plus, silicate is 2 minus, so they cancel out, plus carbon monoxide. So phosphorus vapor will come out, it will be condensed in the other side. Calcium silicate will remain as the residue, and carbon monoxide will simply go to sky. So you can get pure phosphorus by this process, and all the impurities will remain with calcium silicate in that particular reaction vessel. Phosphorus being volatile will volatilize out and be condensed on the other side. You can get a solid phosphorus, which is usually yellow in color, but in the beginning it is white, but after some time it becomes yellow because of a coating of its red variety. Oh, you forget about the chemistry of phosphorus. I need you to balance this equation by ON method. I tell you the tricks, I mean the culprits are, one of the elements is carbon because it is in the elementary state and this is in the compound state, and the other one, if you can know, phosphorus here is in the elementary state, so phosphorus is one culprit and the other culprit is carbon. You find their oxidation number and the change, the total change, you just multiply one with the other. You already know, I have already underlined the elements so that the reagent is calcium phosphate it will be acting as an OA, and carbon you will find it will be oxidized, it will be acting as RA. So do it within 2 minutes. I'm going to answer some nature's call. and by the time I come, you will be ready with your answer. Hello and welcome. सत्यजित सरलाणी रुद्र सरलाणी क्लास 10 पिला गोटे आसी पहुंचे आम हूँ 11 पिला ये गोटे क्लास 10. अच्छा देख लो पछरे मोर केते बढ़िया बैकग्राउंड अच्छी केते सुंदरिया सजे सेमती ना एठी गोटे अच्छी गछटे रखी जे रियल गछ पानी दिया होची कौन अच्छे तुमको कौन पचारे कौन अच्छी. अच्छा एठी अच्छी बढ़िया गोटे टेबल लाइट अच्छी आठी कौन अच्छी कौन अच्छी ऋषिकेश हाथ टेकिले. ओके आई वुड लाइक टू ऋषिकेश को पचारिनी जदिव सत्यजित आगे हाथ टेकी ऋषिकेश को पचार. प्लीज डोंट माइंड रुद्र एंड सत्यजित. हाँ ऋषिकेश को
हाँ सर 2CH3PO4 होल्ड.
ना 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 2 कथा कहने कार्बन केते रु केते चेंज हला 0 रु
सर कार्बन 0 रु +2
कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड रे +2 सो चेंज हला केते ना 2 2 मल्टीप्लाई करबा अदर रिएजेंट रे एटा होची रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट तार जहा चेंज हला ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट रे मल्टीप्लाई करबा एंड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट रे जहा चेंज हला ताको रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट रे मल्टीप्लाई करबा. एंड आमे जानि छे द रीजन व्हाई वी डू इट एंड टेल मी कंटिन्यू ऋषि.
सर C3PO4 होल्ड रे P टा +5
एठी फास्फोरस अछि एठी +5 phosphorus रा सुनो टिके रुआ phosphorus रा oxidation number in phosphate ion, calcium phosphate, aluminum phosphate, sodium phosphate. So whatever may be the case, whether it is an ion or it is in a combined state, it has to be +5. So I always recommend to make it an ion and find separately for an ion, taking -3 as charge. If you take the whole molecule, then you have to 3 into +2 +6. Calcium is always +2. Then 4 to the 8 into -2 -16, then +2x. So which you might miss out something. So it is better to take the ion because we are interested in phosphorus, which is in the form of phosphate ion. So write separately and find for phosphorus. You'll get +5. And it has gone to kete, Rusi? Are goda kete ku jaichi?
0.
0. So kete change hala?
5.
Gote phosphorus atom picha 5, but there are 2 phosphorus atoms in the entire molecule. So what is the total change?
10.
So 10 koricho na 5 koricho? Satta kuo. Satta kahile mahapap. Hey, micho kahile mahapap. Kon koricho? 5 na 10?
Sir, 5.
So it देखियो पड़िबो जो टोटल चेंज एठी दीटा फास्फोरस अछि, एक के लिए अगर चेंज 5 है तो 2 के लिए कितना? यहां मत देखो, इसका बैलेंसिंग अपने आप हो जाएगा. हमको इलेक्ट्रॉन बैलेंस करना है तो सिर्फ रिएजेंट को देखना है, सिर्फ दोनों रिएजेंट्स को देखना है और किसी को भी देखना नहीं है. सो 2 फास्फोरस एटम्स है, एक के लिए अगर चेंज 5 है, सो 2 के लिए 10 है. सो लेट मी राइट डाउन दैट बिकॉज आई विल बी सेंडिंग द फाइल ऑल्सो. फॉर RA, change in ON is equal to 0 minus +2, that is 2. So 2 is multiplied here. So always we talk of total change. So total change in ON of OA is equal to 2 into +5 minus 0. 1 phosphorus के लिए 5, so 2 phosphorus है reagent में, so 10. So 10 is to be multiplied here. इसके बाद बाएं हाथ का खेल. Rest part you do it in your left hand. Right hand is not required. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? रिद्धि सीधी 3 to the 6 calcium इधर है, तो you have to multiply here by 6 to equalize calcium. And then phosphorus is already balanced. 2 to the 4, 4. And to balance the silicate, I mean the silicon, since you have multiplied 6 here, silicon is 6. So you have to multiply 6 with silicon dioxide. And then our job is to equalize carbon. Here there are 10 carbon. You have to also put 10 here. Then don't be satisfied. You make sure that it is balanced. So for do that, bhato handiru gotte jemti tama mommy ji randhanti, tama daddy randhanti bhato ki mommy randhanti, it is up to you to know. Jodi bhato handi ru gotte dana neikri chipi dele sizi jaichi, entire handi ta bi bhato entire bhato handi ta bi sizi jaichi. Tenu tume test karibo better hoche oxygen. Oxygen sabuade thae. ତେଣୁ ସେଇଟା ଯଦି ସମାନ ହେଇଗଲା ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ସମାନ ଥିବେ. So ଏଠି ଦେଖିବା ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ଏପଟେ କେତେ 4 2 जा 8 2 जा 16 plus 6 2 जा 12. So 3 2 जा 4 2 जा 8 times 2 16 plus 6 2 जा 12. So there are 28 oxygen in the left side. Let's see how many oxygen atoms are there in the right side. 6 3 जा 18, then 10. Here also 28. So bhato handi ro hame gotte element ku chipi dele. Oxygen ta hochi best element for giving you 100% confidence that the equation is balanced. Also you can see other things very casually 6 phosphor, 6 calcium, 6 calcium, 10 carbon, 10 carbon. Then only you say, I have done it, raise your hand or submit. Otherwise, don't remain on the false impression that my answer is correct. No, it might be wrong. You have to check it. Raise your hands who have understood what I am saying. Raise your hands to get me a feel that we are going fine. Okay. You have to practice. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ କରିକି ଦେଖେଇଦେବି ସବୁ ପ୍ରକାର variety ରୁ, because you are not a class 9 or 10, currently 10, you are 11, you will be entering into the war field. महाभारत रामायण ର field नथिला, महाभारत ର ଗୋଟେ field थिला, महाभारत war field. So I want all of you to go as a mighty warrior, soldier to the battlefield and win ultimately in the race, in the competition. Now I will give you another variety of reaction which you will not find a specific Ra or OA. The same element will be the OA, the same element will be Ra. Some of the atoms will be oxidized, some of the same atoms will be reduced. Such kinds of reactions are called disproportionation. Disproportionation reaction. The same element gets oxidized as well as reduced. For example, I will give you a very simple example. Chlorine, treated with sodium hydroxide, maybe hot and concentrated. In that case, the product is sodium chlorate plus sodium chloride. Sodium chlorate plus sodium chloride plus water has to happen, because where will the hydrogen atom go? The element hydrogen has to be there. So the obvious product is water. Now before I tell you the trick, a new trick that I'll be introducing, that is called the electron-balance diagram method. But you show me where are the changes. Chlorine has undergone both the changes, both oxidation and reduction has happened to chlorine. Satyajit has raised his hand, but I'll give you 1 minute time for others to raise your hands. Gautam, tome to acha, tome to kon koilo padili bili. Ayo, go, Mr. Go, Mr. Go.
Table honi.
Table honi. Don't worry. Lipsita, kali asthilo. Lipsita kali thilo. Lipsita.
Again, sir.
Good. ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ବହୁତ ପିଲାମାନେ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି after the class, and the number of viewers is going very high as per our standard here in Odisha. Amlan has okay, Pulak ne Pulak ko pacharchi, kaha ko pacharni. Tanushree କହିବେ. Tanushree କହିଲ ମା.
Sir, Cl2 0 रे अछि, माने तार ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर ता.
एपटे
NaClO3 रे Cl टा +5.
Precisely correct. तापरे NaCl रे
-1.
Precisely, Tanushree is correct. Chlorine 80 oxidized heichi to form sodium chlorate, and say chlorine it reduced heichi to form chloride, sodium chloride. So ei bhaliya reaction ko kahante disproportionation reaction. Yaku tume kari paribo. There are several methods, like aguti chlorine lagei daba, गोटे क्लोरीन को भाबिबो ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट आ गोटे को भाबिबो रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट तो आर चेंज सेतरे गुणिबो तार चेंज बट द बेस्ट वन is called the electron balance diagram, which is followed for complicated redox reaction. So and that belongs to ON method. So let me introduce to you the electron balance diagram that is only applicable when it is a disproportionation reaction or a equation or reaction involving more than one oxidation, more than one reduction, multiple oxidations or multiple reductions. Then to have a bookkeeping, mental calculation change in oxidation number of one multiplied by the other will not help. Preserving the stoichiometry of the formula. For that, you need to have a balance diagram. I've given some example you will do and find. But I will introduce today what the electron balance diagram is, that method. So this is, I used to say, it is the invincible Brahmastra. In Hindu mythology, one astra is called Brahmastra. If every astra fails, any other weapon fails, then that invincible Brahmastra will definitely make you succeed. That is the EBD. Now, what we do, we simply write the two steps, oxidation step. Chlorine 0 to chlorine plus 5. Simply the element. Only extracting the element, not the molecule, not the molecule. Just write the symbol of the element, write its oxidation number here, and write the oxidation number in the right side. So oxidation. Then reduction. Same chlorine goes to -1. Right? Then electron balance. Now tell me, to equalize the charge on both the sides, tell me how many electrons I have to add with a positive sign on which side so that the two sides will have equal charge. Simply equalization of charge. Raise your hands. कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स में ऐड करूं किस साइड पर सो दैट दोनों साइड्स में चार्ज समान हो जाएगा. सत्यजित कहल. सत्यजित हाथ टेकी दिल. सत्य. मिस्टर फांडा.
सर 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स.
प्रिसाइजली को पटे.
सर लेफ्ट रो राइट को हमरो.
कोठी +5 पी कोठी लिखिबी.
सर Cl2.
अरे गधा को पटे मु 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन लिखिबी लेफ्ट रे ना राइट रे. अम्लान कहलो.
राइट रे.
प्रिसाइजली राइट रे 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन लिखिबी कारण इलेक्ट्रॉन टा निजर चार्ज होची -1. सो +5 -5 पांचटा पाई -5 it will become 0 and upper side re 0. So oxidation is the loss of electron. So electron ta right side रे plus रे लिखा जाए बा left side रे minus रे लिखा जाए. स्कूल बेले बेले हमें स्कूल रे पिला माने को कहू अथि माइनस रे लिखियो किंतु एपट 11 12th रे we never recommend to go by minus method. हमर सब पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग. So positive. So right side रे लिखिबा 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन so that right side का टोटल चार्ज हो गया 0 and left side का 0. हमारा मकसद ये है to equalize the charge, not to make +5 or you have to equalize the charge. So we could have made +5, but how to make +5? Can we add 5 electron here? It becomes -5. This is +5. So only way to equalize charge is to make 0 on both the sides by adding electron in the right side. And tell me what I have to do in the reduction step, Mr. Panda.
Yes sir. Sir left side रे sir गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन मिसाबो sir.
Precisely. Right side रे अछि -1. So left side रे गोटे electron. As you know, reduction is the gain of electron. So reduction equation रे electron ta left side रे आसीबो with positive sign and oxidation रे electron ta right side रे आसीबो with the positive sign. Then put a line. Put a line, which you never do. तुमर सब गुड़ाक बिना लाइन रही जाए मु जानी put a line and add, and for that you have to cancel the electron. So what coefficient you have to multiply by the second equation so that the electrons number will be same on left and right side. On addition they will be cancelled out. कोथरे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा रिधि सीधी? आप हो या आप डोजिंग कर रहे हो? रिधि सीधी
No,
आप
sir.
हो?
Yes, sir.
तो कितना मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूं?
Sir, 5.
5, so that 5 electron gets cancelled. So whatever you have to do with the whole equation, not with this. You have to multiply 5 or anything to the whole equation. That will not be wrong. So 5 electron get cancelled, and how many total? 0 wala chlorine. 5 0 wala chlorine here, 1 0 wala chlorine here. So 6 0 wala chlorine, like physics wala, and 1 plus 5 wala chlorine, and 5 has to be multiplied throughout. 5 minus 1 wala chlorine. So this is called the EBD, the electron balance diagram. This is just a diagram. Looking to the coefficients, we have to balance the original equation. Look to the original equation. And I am writing down once again here. Now, the coefficient of 0 wala chlorine is 6. So what factor I will multiply so that I will get 6 0 wala chlorine? Tell me. Sanvi, what factor I will multiply here? Sanvi.
Yes, sir.
What factor I will multiply here? मुझे कितना मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा यहां ताकि मैं 6 0 वाला क्लोरीन पा सकूं? ओके नहीं अध्यक्षा? ओके ऋषिकेश कहलो
सर 6
6 ले सदुने 12 हो 6 2 जा 12 हो 0 मार्का क्लोरीन एटम हमर 6टा दरकार ताहले रिधि कहलो रिधि
Sir, 3.
yes, by multiplying 3 here 3 2s are 6, so we need 6 chlorine atoms with having 0 oxidation state. So 3 is the factor to be really multiplied with chlorine. And now look to the right side, 1 plus 5 wala chlorine. Already in this formula we have 1 plus 5 wala chlorine, so nothing has to be multiplied. And we need minus 1 wala chlorine 5. So what factor I will multiply to NaCl? Yes, pull up.
Sir, 5.
Obviously 5. Because this will give you an idea क्या multiply करना पड़ेगा so that minus 1 वाला क्लोरीन हमको 5 मिलेगा. ये तरीका का एडवांटेज ये है, in addition to the coefficient of the left side species, we also know the coefficients of right side species, so that the rest part becomes extremely easy. After doing this, then hit and try. यहाँ 5 सोडियम 1 सोडियम हो गया 6 सोडियम, क्योंकि इसका दोनों प्रोडक्ट्स का हमने वाटर लिखा नहीं, दोनों प्रोडक्ट्स का हमने कोफिशिएंट फिक्स हो चुका है. हमको इस दोनों में कुछ चेंज करना नहीं होगा, तो कुल मिला के सोडियम होगा 6. सो 6 इधर मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा टू इक्वलाइज सोडियम. Chlorine is already equalized, 5 chlorine here, 1 chlorine here, 3 2s are 6 chlorine here. And then we have to look for hydrogen. There are 6 hydrogen here, and we multiply by 3. So that there will be 6 hydrogen. And the 6 oxygen that we have in this side will be given 3 from sodium chlorate and 3 from water. So कुल मिला के 6 oxygen भी हो गया. तो ये हुआ हमारा फाइनल बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन. द कोएफिशिएंट्स आर 3, 6, 1, 5, 3. So by heat and trial method, you should never ever try to balance this. Well, this is such a simple equation that once you do it, you remember the coefficients, then you can use your memory to put the coefficients and then check. But if you have not memorized, I never will recommend to unintelligently memorize things. If it comes to your mind, it's recorded in your memory, then well and good. Otherwise, you do once again. So why it is sometimes it is recorded now to save time. Some important equations, they are required multiple times in reaction and in examination. So if you just have recorded those coefficients, then you can try and check. Without checking, don't rely much on your memory power. जिम जाऊन कि मेमोरी पावर तुम आसो. जिम जीव अंडा दिन को अंडा केते खाऊच? मिनिमम 2टा खाइबो. जो खाते हैं अंडे वो बनते हैं हट्टे कट्टे. कौन नहीं? रोज खाओ अंडे. कौन अच्छो? The eggs, more so the brown eggs, they are very, very nutritious for growing children like you. That will not only boost up your stamina, the muscle, but also give you the mind power. So take egg. Riddhi Siddhi, how many eggs you are eating per day?
2. Not eating.
Then?
So sometimes.
Not daily, but as many times you can eat.
Yes, 2.
So egg is not non-veg. Who says egg is non-veg? Egg is vegetable, right? That the definition varies from person to person. Egg is not a
कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ जाए ना खाइले.
Mr. Panda, कौन कहूछ?
कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ जाए बेसी खाइले.
कोलेस्ट्रॉल, गुड कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़िबो. तबे रिसर्च करो. मु मना करूनी, because there is a bad cholesterol LDL and a good cholesterol HDL. So हळदियाटा जदि खाइबा उचित मध्य के जण कहंतनी माने सीनियर लोक, सीनियर सिटीजन्स माने हळदियाटा को फोपाड़ दियंती. मु अमेरिका रे गुडे समय थिली 6 मास. से कौन करती? मो नातुणी माने नातुणी माने कौन करती? से माने व्हाइट टा खाती, येटा को छाड़ दियंती. मु तापरे आसे ब्रेकफास्ट करिया को मु ताको टपाटप पके दे, नष्ट हबो. So because I know that the yellow part has the cholesterol in it, not the white part. White part is protein, but the yellow part which has some cholesterol, that is good cholesterol, HDL. And HDL body ba uchit. HDL body le hi LDL kamiba, so the ratio will be very, very good. HDL, our LDL ratio should be very high, or LDL HDL ratio should be low. LDL टागो नहीं आ जाए, so HDL denominator रे जते बढ़िबो, LDL HDL ratio टा सेते कमिबो. Then only your your arteries and those things will remain safe. HDL is responsible to ampute out LDL. LDL चाहतो बसी जीवा पे आर्टरी रे बसी करी क्लॉगिंग करिया को, प्रेशर बढ़ेवा पे, ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ेवा पे, हार्ट अटैक करिवा रे सहाय्य करिया पे. किंतु HDL को है ता बेक का धरिकरी भार करिया. So it's not bad. हाँ मु कहीं गोटे अंडा ऊपर लेक्चर दउची मु जानने. I am not the proper person to give a biological answer to the benefits of eggs. हाँ तो आमे जानिले सबुतक ट्रिक आमे जानि गले how to balance equation in the dita method. But let us now handle ionic equations. आयनिक इक्वेशन मु तुमको देबी गोटे आयनिक इक्वेशन, तुमे ताकू बैलेंस करिवो. बैलेंसिंग करिया मु सिखेबी. किंतु तुम्हें मते आयनिक इक्वेशन टा नहीं समय नहीं मु लिखि दउची because this is not the coaching place or where the teacher will try to monitor कि कितने slowly जाउची किए fast जाउची. It's not that. I am here to motivate you. Dichromate, in acidic medium we have H plus ion and we have ferrous ion, and the products are chromium 3 plus ion and ferric ion and water. We are going to balance this equation, the ionic equation. So you can balance this ionic equation even by ON method, but I will not recommend to do so, because here you encounter with real charge and fake charge. So unless you use different colored pens, it will be highly confusing that whether you are looking for a real charge, this 2 minus is a real charge, 1 plus is a real charge, 2 plus is a real charge. These are real charges. This is neutral. But when you find out oxidation number, that becomes the fake charge. That is a method to balance this equation. You can do that. I will tell you later on. But first, I will recommend the ion-electron method for balancing ionic equation. So let me order a cup of hot drink for me to sustain for another 45 minutes or even more. Amar to tike adhika hai jauchi kon kariba, because you guys are so good. जी छाड़ी के जीवा कथा पढुची मु ताको अलाउ करूची किछि कथा नै, कारण हमर तो वीडियो होची सेही ताको स्किप करी करी जो पर्सन तबे रही पाललनी तोर 8 रे कार स्कूल अछि से 7:30 रे पळेला से ताको जदी प्रकृति रे से इंटरेस्टेड से तार देखिबो न देखिबो. जस्ट अ मिनिट ऑर्डर दे का. Hello and welcome. Hello. अच्छा मु वर्तमान I will not tell you by ON method. एथरे कौन करिवो जेमती मु EBD मेथड कहितली सेमती ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन दीटा स्टेप करिवो. अगर आप ओडिया बिल्कुल आपका समझ में नहीं आता है तो मुझे बोल दीजिए, मैं कभी कभी ओडिया में बोल देता हूं, तो इसका मतलब थोड़ी है जब मैं मुझे हिंदी पसंद नहीं है या मुझे इंग्लिश पसंद नहीं है, मेरे को सब पसंद है. बेबी को वेज पसंद है, हमको सब पसंद है. सानवी, हाय सानवी, गुड मॉर्निंग. लुची गला तार वीडियो ऑन करथिला बंद करथिला. अच्छा एटा हमें पढ़िबा अंडर टू हेडिंग्स, एसिडिक मीडियम, because you look to the equation you will find that this has been done in acidic medium because H plus ion is there in any one of the sides. Either it may occur in left side or right side, and you have a inspection, you'll find yes, this is happening in acidic medium. So for that you have to follow some set of rules. Now let's say first let us take up the oxidation step. Sir, let us take the reduction step. हमारा मर्जी, किसी को हम शुरू करें किसी को सेकंड में करें, ये हमारा मर्जी है, क्योंकि ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप में कुछ रूल्स नहीं लगेंगे ओनली वन रूल लगेगा, इसीलिए मैंने छोड़ दिया ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप पहले बताने के लिए, पहले मैंने लिया रिडक्शन स्टेप बताने के लिए. Dichromate, leave a little space because lot of things have to be added here, is giving Cr3 plus. Look to one ion in the left side and the corresponding ion in the right side. Don't look to H plus, don't look to water. They will come automatically. Only look to the oxidant ion. Dichromate is the oxidant ion and ferrous is the reductant ion. The spectator have been removed. All the spectator species have been removed. Now, after this is the first step. The first work, not the step. The first rule says you equalize the atom other than oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen, hydrogen के अलावा जो other element है, इसको proper coefficient के जरिए आप बैलेंस कीजिए दोनों तरफ. तो क्या मुझे करना पड़ेगा लिप्सिता, क्या करना पड़ेगा मुझे मिस्टर फांडा?
सर क्रोमियम रे 2 गुणिया
यस, राइट साइड रे 2 गुणिबा, so that chromium एपटे 2. So first job is to equalize the element which is not oxygen, not hydrogen. Oxygen, hydrogen के अलावा जो है इसको हमको पहले इक्वलाइज करना है. This is the first step. The second step is to equalize oxygen by adding same number of water. So as many number of oxygen atoms are in excess, जितने ऑक्सीजन एटम्स जिस साइड में एक्सेस है उतना ही वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स आपको दूसरी साइड पे ऐड करना होगा. So 7 oxygen are excess, so we have to add 7 water. I am showing in one step because you guys are not foolish guys. Same, ठीक है, जगह छाड़ दबो सेठी चलेबो 7 water. तो ऑक्सीजन को इक्वलाइज करबा को तमे वाटर रो सहायता नब 7 water. Then hydrogen देखिबो, by doing so hydrogen बढ़ी गला 7 2s are 14. एपटो साइड रे कि हाइड्रोजन नाही. So as many number of hydrogen atoms are excess, you compensate that by hydrogen ion because it is under acidic medium. So count excess hydrogen, हमारा यहाँ 14 आया, so we have to add 14 H plus in the opposite side so that the hydrogen number is balanced. So oxygen number is already balanced in the first step, I mean in the second step, and in the third step the hydrogen is also balanced. So after that, the fourth step is same as we did in EBD method, equalization of charge. Since it is the reduction, right down here, it is the reduction step, then obviously the electron will appear in left side, gain of electron. तो आप बता दीजिए गिनती करके, काउंट करके, राइट साइड में टोटल चार्ज कितना है, लेफ्ट साइड में टोटल चार्ज कितना है, प्लस माइनस मिला के कुल कितना हुआ, और कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हमको ऐड करना पड़ेगा लेफ्ट साइड में, जरूर होगा, आपको मालूम हो जाएगा, सो दैट दोनों तरफ का चार्ज समान हो जाएगा. थोड़ा सा आप कैलकुलेट करके बताइए. दोज ऑफ यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन, I mean already ready with the answer, please raise your hand, allow others to think. Mr. Phanda and Mr. Sahu and Rudra Sahu and Rishikesh, Mr. Phulak, Amblan, कृष्ण नुआ कमर भितर एमाने जो 4 जण से माने पुरुणा. पुलक तमे पुरुणा ना नुआ?
सर नुआ.
अमलान तो नुआ मु जानि छी, बाकी ऋषिकेश, रुद्र एंड सत्यजीत एमाने बहु पुरुणा. रुद्र तो तार उतियाणी दिनरु बसछि, तळे अष्टम रो तळे होतला कैंप, ता भौणी बसतला अष्टम रे, ये बसतला सप्तम रे बसतला, एंड चलला से नवम आसला, से अष्टम से बसला, ये दशम से नवम बसला, एबे एकादश से दशम बही बहुची एवं परीक्षा रे भी बहुत भलो करूची. दैट इज व्हाई वी आर रियली हैप्पी टू इंक्लूड हिम इन आवर मिडस्ट. अन्य माने नुआ माने कोई कलनी आरत्रिका तुम्हें डाक्तराणी हबो आई एम श्योर अबाउट इट सो मस्ट बी प्रॉम्प्ट हाँ आरत्रिका कहलो
सर এটা সমান আছে
केतेटा
সমান আছে
समान अछि चार्ज एठी 3 दुणे 6 इटा पई 3 दुणे 3 2 जा 6 प्लस 6 एपटे बुढ़ाटार चार्ज होची -2 और 14 टा होची +14 सो टोटल चार्ज होची +12 लेफ्ट साइड रे टोटल चार्ज -2 +14 टोटल चार्ज एटी +6 एटा न्यूट्रल सो केतेटा इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड कले दीटा जाकर साइड रे चार्ज विल बी इक्वल रुद्र को
अच्छा
रुद्र
सर 6टा इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करिया लेफ्ट साइड रे
देखिले तो आरत्रिका कौन हैला 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड कले एपटे भी +6 एपटे भी ऑलरेडी +6 अछि सो रिडक्शन रे आमे जानिचु लेफ्ट हैंड साइड रे ऐड हबो देन किछि नै धर तुम जानि पारुन एटा रिडक्शन कि ऑक्सीडेशन तुमे जानि परिबो जे इलेक्ट्रॉन टा को पटे आसला ना लेफ्ट साइड रे सो इट इज रिडक्शन देन लेट अस टेक अप सॉरी वाला या काम बॉडी गला देन कमिंग टू ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप फेरस हेची फेरिक एटी कॉपी करिवो गोटे कॉपी करथिलो डाइक्रोमेट तार करेस्पोंडिंग आयन क्रोमिक बर्तन आउटा कॉपी करिवो फेरस से हेची फेरिक काहे कि मुइटा आगो न नथली एथरे किछि करिवार नाही फर्स्ट स्टेप रे किछि करिवार नाही नंबर ऑफ आयरन एटम्स इज 1 सेकंड स्टेप रे ऑक्सीजन नाही वाटर एडिशन दरकार नहीं जेहेतु वाटर एडिशन दरकार नहीं H+ एडिशन दरकार नहीं straight way you have to use the fourth step that is equalization of charge and since it is a oxidation process the electron will appear in right side the positive sign it is the loss of electron ऋषिकेश कहलो ऋषि पळिलानी हातटी कितला गौ गौ कहलो गौ
सर राइट साइड इलेक्ट्रॉन क्रॉस हो
केतेटा
1
गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन जदि राइट साइड रे देई दबो ताहले +3 -1 एपट साइड ता हिजबो +2 ये अछि +2 दी पट साइड रे चार्ज रिधि सिधि समान हबो not it will be 0 it will be equal and that too will be done by adding electron not any other thing only electron has to be added तो दोनों स्टेप्स कंप्लीट हो गए अभी दोनों स्टेप्स को हमको ऐड करना होगा एंड यू हैव टू कैंसिल इलेक्ट्रॉन लाइक ईवीडी मेथड में जैसे हमें इलेक्ट्रॉन कैंसिल करते थे तो इस सेकंड इक्वेशन में हम 6 मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा थ्रू आउट द इक्वेशन सो दैट 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन विल कैंसिल देन यू हैव टू ऐड ऑल स्पेसीज इन लेफ्ट साइड एंड ऑल स्पेसीज इन द राइट साइड एंड विल डिक्लेयर दिस इज द बैलेंस्ड आयोनिक इक्वेशन तो क्या हुआ डाइक्रोमेट एक है +14H+. You can write down reducing agent first. No hard and fast rule that which one you write first. You can write 14H+ first, whatever you like. Plus 6 multiply karna mat bhuliye. 6 Fe2+ gives rise to 2 chromium 3+. Plus 6 multiply karna mat bhuliye. 6 Fe3+ plus how many water? 7 water. This is the balanced ionic equation. So rules number 1, equalize element other than O and H. Rule number 2, equalize oxygen by adding water. Obviously on the other side, ये कहना इसका क्या हिंदी होगा इसका कहने के लिए कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है तो कहां पर आपको वाटर ऐड करना है जरूर दूसरी साइड पर जिसमें ज्यादा है दूसरी साइड पर आपको वाटर ऐड करना है तो थर्ड इक्वलाइज हाइड्रोजन बाय एडिंग H+. because it is an acidic medium. And for equalization of charge on both the side, equalization of charge by adding electron, by adding electron. So these are the 4 steps that you have to follow while you are handling a redox equation in acidic medium. Now let us see how we can balance in basic medium. The rules are a bit different. You might be thinking, sir, I would ame koriba. So had it been a class 10, 9, 8, I would have loved, it would have been a 7 days program, or it would be, since it is a 5-day program and we have to get the maximum benefit. So I will not spend time in practice with me. Raise your hands who have understood how things are running to balance ionic equation by ion-electron method in acidic medium. Amlan, Haranika, Adesa bujiparuno na? Arthur gotokali thiloni ki? Adesa? Aratrika, hatte kino? Rusi to, emare 3 জন কয় আমার কোন হাত টেকা দরকার, আমি তো সবগুলো হাত টেকুছি। মিস্টার পান্ডা, ঋষিকেশ, আমার তো হাত টেকি টেকি আমার হাত ব্যথা হেলানি, আমি কোন গোটে হাত টেকি? মিস্টার পান্ডা, আচ্ছা। Let us now go into another fascinating method, that is not method, medium, basic medium. Or alkaline medium, where you will find OH minus ion. Say I'll give you one simple example to balance अब सब टे कौन खाई छो? Thank you. बिस्किट ना आज ही नहीं. But I will not murder ants. I will hire you by giving supari to kill ants. I will not take that scene of murdering innocent creatures. You are the murderer. But who will be the real culprit who was given supari? Now in basic medium, so will I give you a simple one or a difficult one? What do you want?
A difficult.
मास्टर माने कौन करती चाड़ी रे मु शुणी एवं बड़ स्टेज रे भी पर्टिकुलर अंक वाला एमती करती समस्त भी करें केवल आर्ट सब्जेक्ट को छाड़देले देदेवी गोटे अंक चलले साइकिल पेलिकी चलले माछ आने से माछ नहीं आसते भण भण पिला आगे भण भण गंध हो से माछ आणिक देले पुणी गोटे अंक देदेले बुझेदेले गोटे कौन बुझेदेले आग पिला माने भारी खुशी बुझीगले गोटे अंक देदेले चलले परिवा आने मुझे खाऊची पिंपुड़ी हो पिंपुड़ी तो मु मारिबिनी हायर कर किलर आ कौन प्रोफेशनल अरे रेकर्डिंग हो बिस्कुट से धूली गुड़ा पड़ला कि मो कीबोर्ड पाखरे पिंपुड़ी होउछन कोन करबे बाटो नहीं किलर को न जोगाड़ करे ओके जेहेतु सत्यजित ना किए कहला गोटे डिफिकल्ट दवा पई मु तुमको दउची एटा गोटे यार आयनिक इक्वेशन बाहर कर देखिबा सॉल्युबिलिटी रूल यूज करिकरी आयनिक इक्वेशन कोटा सॉलिड कोटा एक्वियस कोटा लिक्विड देई कोटा गैस देकरी तमे मते आयनिक इक्वेशन करिकरी देखिबा हाथ टेक मीन व्हाइल मो पिंपुड़ी को आमंत्रण करूची पिंपुड़ी पिंपुड़ी आपण माने पुणी आसी जानतु पुणी किलर हायर करी आपण माने कर मृत्यु घटिबो मु किलर ही पापी हबो मोर किछि पाप रहिबनी कारण मु मारुनी डायरेक्ट मारुची कि किलर ये सरलाणी हाँ रुद्र कहछि डिफिकल्ट ओके काल सरलाणी मिस्टर फांडा रॉयथडी ऋषिकेश Kali too, we are determined to go for mole concept and stoichiometry. तमे बहुत मो संगे स्टोकियोमेट्री करिच रिवीजन भी हबो कारण नुआ पिला भी अछंती मु डेफिनेटली रिवीजन करिव किंतु we will be entering into areas where which we didn't do that in our class 9 programs. दीदी सीधी कौन कथा मो तो आप लोगों ने कुछ प्रैक्टिस नहीं किए मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर प्रैक्टिस किए होंगे तो ये तो मामूली सा क्वेश्चन है थोड़ी मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं बैलेंस करने के लिए आपको बोल रहा हूं आपका इसका आयोनिक इक्वेशन क्या होगा सत्यजीत कहला कौन हबो
सर जिंक रा सॉलिड तापर सोडियम नाइट्रेट टा एक्वायरस
से छाड़ो फाइनल नेट आयनिक इक्वेशन कौन हबो को करिनो अरे नेट आयनिक इक्वेशन करियो को मु कहूछ ना अपन तुम खाली कोटा सॉलिड कोटा एक्वियस सेठी रहि गेलो तो बुझी पारलोनी जे मु चाहूची तो आयोनिक इक्वेशन बाहर करो ऋषिकेश कहलो
सर जर्डन
हां
प्लस Na1 प्लस
Na
Na प्लस
आ गुटे जिंस मु छाड़ देली आई एम सो सॉरी आ गुटे मु जिंस मु छाड़ देली ना आई एम सो सॉरी एटा टिके चेंज करछि मु टिके चा पीबा कुटी बेसी इच्छा हला मु भूलभाल कर देली एटा सोडियम जिंकेट हबो काटो से काटो जिंक नाइट्रेट हबनी जिंक will enter into I'll tell you explain you amphoterism so it will be forming zincate salt sodium zincate plus ammonia plus water so zinc and sodium will remain together one in positive ion one in the negative ion I'm so sorry that I don't find words to express my anguish, my sorrow, to have written wrongly. One of the products is sodium zincate, not zinc nitrate. Akanksya P Pradhan. Lipsita P Sahu.
Saril.
कौन किए कहब सत्य ना किए कहब ऋषि कहल
Zn plus OH minus.
हाँ Zn plus
OH minus
OH minus
plus NO3 1 minus
plus NO3 1 minus
gives ZnO2 2 minus
ZnO2 2 minus
plus NH3
plus NH3
plus H2O.
Precisely, Hrusikesh Nayak is correct. Because this is solid C. जो माने बुझी पारु न देखो सेटा important. गोटे जिंस को भलो से बुझी देले then practice. मु आंसर कीज पठेबी आंसर सॉल्यूशन पठेबी मु ठीक है अर्लियर आज पठेबी काली भूली जाईची अर्लियर पठेबी मे बी बिफोर इवनिंग आई विल सेंड इट एंड तुमे जदी बिफोर इवनिंग सार देथिबो ते तापरे देखिबो मु काहे की डेरी रे पठाए ना पिला माने निजे प्रैक्टिस न करी खाली सॉल्यूशन देखिबे सॉल्यूशन देखिले किछि लाभ होबने so all sodium salts all nitrates are soluble ac all sodium salts are soluble sodium compounds are soluble ac all sodium compounds are soluble ac ammonia is a gas water is a liquid so eta rahila eta change hela Na plus NO3 minus eta change hela Na plus OH minus right side re sodium ion plus zincate ion 2 sodium आम लिखुने बैलेंस करूने आम एबे करिबा जिंकेट आयन रो बैलेंस इज 2 माइनस दैट इज व्हाई 2 इज हियर 2 माइनस प्लस अमोनिया किछि करि परिबानी प्लस वाटर किछि करि परिबानी सो द स्पेक्टेटर बीइंग सोडियम वी एलिमिनेट एपटे दिथर लिखा है एठी गोटे लिखा है डजंट मैटर हमें बैलेंस करिने सोडियम रो किछि केमिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ नहीं है इसीलिए सोडियम आयन इज द रियल स्पेक्टेटर सो हमको लगता है yes zinc will remain because zinc has changed nitrate ion will remain because it has changed to ammonia plus OH minus ion gives rise to ZnO2 2 minus plus ammonia plus water so this is the net ionic equation I was expecting from you but since I gave a wrong question so you took a long time and this time I did not give ample time because we are running short of time. So zinc ion, zinc metal, not ion, metal, neutral zinc metal reacts with nitrate ion in presence of alkali or base to give zincate ion and produce ammonia gas. This is one of the methods to prepare ammonia gas. Well, now we have to balance this equation. Can you tell me anyone who has done a lot of practice by looking to this equation, where has been the oxidation, where has been the reduction? Even in ions, you can find out the oxidation number of this specific element which has undergone change. Yes, I give you a minute's time to tell me the oxidation number of which element has changed from where, what to what. Oxidation number lekhikri, don't confuse yourself because we are handling with real charge. असली चार्ज के साथ हम खेल रहे हैं नकली चार्ज लिखने से आपका कंफ्यूजन बढ़ेगा ये दूसरी मेथड है ओएन मेथड में हम नहीं कर रहे हैं हम कर सकते थे लेकिन आपको मैंने पहले बताया नहीं क्योंकि अगर हम ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर मेथड में करेंगे आपका ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर मेथड में भी अभी तक हैंड सेट नहीं हुआ है तो दोनों टाइप्स ऑफ चार्ज करेक्ट आई मीन रियल एंड फेक दोनों चार्ज यहां यूज होगा तो इसीलिए आपको कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है तो रुद्र कहलो
सर Zn टा 0 रु +2 को जायछि
yes now Riddhi Siddhi zinc is 0 here and if you calculate by x method you will find In zincate, zinc is +2. So this is the oxidation. And don't write. Please don't write.
Sir, nitrogen ta +5 ru -3
So nitrate ion, you follow the X method, you will find it is +5. And here, Rudra, ammonia re kete?
-3 को जाइछि
-3 को जाइछि. So this is reduction. So এটা ON method যদি করিথান্তে এটা করিথান্তে. So there is a tucker between, unless you use two different colored pens, it is very difficult to overcome the confusion. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଏ method କହିଲି ନାହିଁ. So zinc has been oxidized to zincate ion. Nitrate ion has been reduced to ammonia gas. Here, if you are a lay ordinary student, I would say addition of oxygen has happened. Zinc and oxygen misses, so it is oxidation. And NO3 re loss of oxygen and addition of nitrogen has happened, so it is reduction. But we are defining everything in terms of electron loss and gain, or increase and decrease of oxidation number. Now, let us follow the rules. Let us take up, say, reduction step. So you pick and choose nitrate ion here from the left side, and the corresponding species, not ion, it's a neutral molecule, ammonia, in the right side. Don't forget to identify its state. If it is a neutral molecule, don't put any charge. If it is an ion, put its proper charge. Then, एक नंबर रूल सेम है. ऑक्सीजन हाइड्रोजन के अलावा जो एलिमेंट है इसको समान कीजिए. पहले इधर एक नाइट्रोजन इधर है, एक नाइट्रोजन उधर भी है, तो कुछ करने का जरूरत नहीं है. गो टू सेकेंड स्टेप, विच इज इक्वल, विच इज सेम फॉर एसिडिक मीडियम एंड बेसिक मीडियम. ऑक्सीजन ऐड करने के लिए, समान करने के लिए आप सेम नंबर ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स इसका ऑपोजिट साइड में डाल दीजिए. सो 3 ऑक्सीजन इधर लेफ्ट में एक्सेस है, तो 3 वाटर मॉलिक्यूल आप राइट हैंड साइड में ऐड कीजिए. तो ऑक्सीजन एडिशन, ऑक्सीजन बैलेंस इज डन बाय वाटर. देन आ जाएगा हाइड्रोजन. तो हियर यू डोंट use H plus ion. Here you use OH minus ion, जहां O भी होता है, H भी होता है. तो इसीलिए थर्ड स्टेप इज डिफरेंट. थर्ड स्टेप में यू हैव टू किल 2 birds in 1 stone. एक निशाने पे 2 शिकार करना है. क्योंकि अगर हाइड्रोजन इधर एक्सेस है, 3 2 जा 6 + 3, 9 हाइड्रोजन एक्सेस हो गया है, क्योंकि अमोनिया में हाइड्रोजन पहले से भी मौजूद था. तो ये 3 2 जा 6 वाटर के जरिए, एंड अमोनिया में था 3, सो टोटल 9 हाइड्रोजन एक्सेस हो गया राइट साइड में. लेफ्ट में कुछ हाइड्रोजन नहीं है. तो जितने, थर्ड रूल आप गौर से सुनिए, जितने हाइड्रोजन जिस तरफ एक्सेस हैं, उतना ही OH माइनस आयन उसी साइड में ऐड करना है, एंड उतना ही वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑपोजिट साइड में ऐड करना है. क्योंकि बाय एडिंग OH टू इक्वलाइज हाइड्रोजन, इफ यू ऐड सेम नंबर ऑफ water molecules, supposing 9 water molecules, just see what I'm doing. If you add 9 water molecules, it becomes 9 2 जा 8. ऑक्सीजन समान हो गया, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन पहले से समान था. 3 इधर 3 था, लेकिन हम 9 वाटर ऑपोजिट साइड में ऐड किए. सो हमको दो काम करना है, हाइड्रोजन को समान करना है और ऑक्सीजन को भी समान करना है. तो इसीलिए इफ यू ऐड 9 OH minus ion on the same side, so in one stroke we achieved 2 goals. We have equalized hydrogen, 3 2 जा 6 plus 9. Yes, 6 plus 9 कितना हुआ? No.
15.
No. 6 3 9. हाँ, 6 3 9. 3 2 जा 6 3 9. So this is हाँ गलती हो गया, 3 water, then we have hydrogen excess is 3 3 6 3 9, so 9 OH minus 9 water करने से क्या हुआ, 3 2 6 3 9 9 18. Now see, hydrogen has become same, 9 2 18 and 3 2 6 plus 3 9 plus 9 18, and also oxygen is 9 plus 3 12, so this is 9 plus 3 12. सो ऑक्सीजन हाइड्रोजन बैलेंस हो गया है। तो क्या तरीका है, जितने हाइड्रोजन अभी एक्सेस है सेकेंड स्टेप के बाद, उतना ही ऑक्सीजन उतना ही OH माइनस आयन हमको सेम साइड पर डालना है, एंड इमीडिएटली breathlessly same number of water molecules we have to add on the opposite side, then only both oxygen and hydrogen will be same. Then equalization of charge. So equalization of charge is done. Tell me, this is reduction. It will, the electron will appear in the left side. So here the total charge is -1 because water is neutral. Here total charge is -9. So you have to add 8 electron so that the total charge is -8, -1, -9, and here also -9. These two are neutral. So we have completed the reduction step. In the same manner, we take up oxidation step. Here zinc and here ZnO2 2 minus. Zinc has been oxidized to zincate. We just copy one species from left side and the corresponding species in the right side. Then apply the same set of rules. Zinc, number of zinc atoms are same. First rule is already over. देन ऑक्सीजन एक्सेस, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, पहले 2 वाटर हमको डालना होगा लेफ्ट साइड में, देन हाइड्रोजन 4, सो 4 OH माइनस, इमीडिएटली 4 वाटर, देन इक्वलाइजेशन ऑफ चार्ज, -2 इधर, इधर -4, so 2 electron has to be added in right side. Oxidation is the loss of electron, so -2 -2 -4, and here -4, the charge is equal. Then now we have to add the 2 steps. Before that, it is better to simplify water. In the reduction step, 9 water, 3 water. So it is better to remove 3 water and make it 6, just to make it simpler in calculation. So here also there are 2 sides water, 2 water and 4 water. So let us eliminate this and make it 2 here, so that we have simplified individual equations, keeping water on one side, eliminating water from the other side. Then add the 2 equations and add total OH minus ion on a particular side and total water on a particular side. Sometimes both OH minus and water will appear on the same side. That you have to see. So let's see what will happen. Say nitrate ion, only one nitrate ion, nothing has been multiplied. Oh, I'm sorry. इक्वलाइजेशन ऑफ चार्ज के लिए आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना है सुटेबल कोएफिशिएंट से, तो इधर 2 है, यहाँ 8 है, तो इस होल इक्वेशन में आपको 4 मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा, so that 8 electron will cancel. Then you have to add. मैं आपको 1 मिनट देता हूं, आप ऐड कीजिए एंड फर्दर सिंप्लीफाई कीजिए, ताकि OH माइनस आयन एक साइड में आए, जिस साइड में एक्सेस हो, एंड वो वाटर एक साइड में आना चाहिए जिस साइड में वो एक्सेस हो। तो आप करके मुझे बताइए। इस दौरान मैं थोड़ा सा मेरा जवान को थोड़ा सा आराम दूं, मैं विराम देता हूं। धीरे से तेरा ये मुस्काना मुझे दोष न देना जग वालों, मुझे दोष न देना जग वालों, हो जाओ घर में दीवाना, चंदन सा बदन चंचल चितवन। अरे गधा गाधी सरिला की मोर गधा गाधी पिला माने। कार सरला कि गोटे सर प्लीज अलाउ मी टू लीव। ओ अरत्रिका, यस यस यस। मिस्टर पांडा सरीगला टोटल सबू सिंप्लीफाई करिवो, गोटे पटकू OH माइनस आनिबो, गोटे पटकू वाटर आनिबो, बेले बेले दीटा जाक गोटे पटे भी पड़ी थाई पारे, सेमति किछि नाही, किंतु तापरे चेक करिवो एलिमेंट वाइज एंड चार्ज वाइज, बोथ वाइज चेक करिवो। टोटल चार्ज एपट सेपट समान थिबो, टोटल एलिमेंट नंबर ऑफ एटम समान थिबो। सो रुद्र हैज फिनिश्ड। अरे कौन मिसी पारुनो मो रिधि सिधि देखो, 4 रे मल्टीप्लाई करछो एठी 4 जिंक प्लस नाइट्रेट आयन एठी किछि गुणी ने, सो गोटे नाइट्रेट आयन ए इक्वेशन रे हमें किछि गुणी ने। सो एपट साइड रे एमोनिया रे किछि गुणी ने, किंतु जिंकेट रे 4 गुणी छे 4 जिंकेट। एते कला परे हमें देखिबा वाटर केते एक्सेस रहउछि, एठी करि परिबा। एपट साइड रे आगो OH माइनस देखिबा, एपट साइड रे 4 4 जा 16 OH माइनस, एपट साइड रे 9 OH माइनस। सो 16 माइनस 9 7 OH माइनस बढ़ुची लेफ्ट साइड रे, सो 7 OH माइनस इज रिटन इन लेफ्ट साइड। देन वाटर देखिबा, एटी 6 वाटर ऑलरेडी काटी सारी छे, गोटे वाटर को काटी देइछे, माने 3 वाटर को गोटे साइड रे अछि 6 वाटर, एपट साइड रे 4 2 जा 8 वाटर in the right side, 6 water in the left side, so excess 2 water will be in the right side. So this is the balanced equation, किंतु don't be contented that एटा ठीक अछि बोली। तुम चेक करो, गोटे गोटे जे कोनोसी भात हांडी रो गोटे चिप मु धर हाइड्रोजन चिपीबी, 7टा मत काई लागुची कोन ऑड नंबर ऑफ अछि, देखिबा 7टा हाइड्रोजन अछि तो। सो एटी 3 2 दुणे 4 4 3 7, गोटे भात हांडी रो चिपी देले बाकी अन्य दरकार नहीं, ऑटोमेटिकली भात गाली दब मम्मी कहबा आसरे बाबा मिस्टर फांडा आसरे खाइबा को मु देबी आस भात। को मान घरे पखाळ चलछि हाते किलो, पखाळ को मान घरे चलीछि मेन कोर्स रे। बेले बेले तो गाँ मानक मेन कोर्स कौन, ब्रेकफास्ट भी पखाळ, लंच भी पखाळ, रात ये भी पखाळ। गुड, हैंड्स डाउन। सेम हियर। So we are proud of our cultural things. पखाळ is our देसी thing, जहाँ को भल लागिला से खाइबो, जहाँ भल लागिला से खाइबोनी। It's not hard and fast rule that you take पकाल पकाल पकाल। ए बुझिला रिधि सिधि मम्मी?
Yes sir.
बुझिला तो?
Yes sir.
Sir सेठी मु 3 लिखि देइथली, H2 रे 3 लिखि देइथली।
Who is 2? 80?
सर यस सर, सेति पे रंग गला।
हाँ, क्योंकि ये यहाँ इस साइड में कहाँ है? यस, इस साइड में 6 है, ऑलरेडी हमने सिंप्लीफाई कर चुके हैं, तो 6 है इधर एंड इधर 2 है, 4 मल्टीप्लाई। इसीलिए मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ रिधि सीधी, तो 4 मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए, अदरवाइज यू विल मिस इट। 4 यह हो गया 16, यह हो गया 4, ये हो गया 8, ये हो गया 8। अगर आप 4 मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे, कोफिशिएंट्स को चेंज कर दोगे, तो ये नौबत नहीं आएगा। ठीक है?
यस सर।
So I have given you, I am very proud to tell that such quantum of progress I have not done ever before. Why? One of the reasons that you guys are good, and also they were also good. The other reason is that I am not giving any time to practice, which I used to give. गोटे कला परे आ गोटे प्रैक्टिस करो आज तुम ट्यूशन रे जमती तुम ट्यूशन सार कहिबे गोटे देला परे आ गोटे प्रैक्टिस करियो को देबे तार भूल देखिबे वेल दैट कैन बी डन बट एठी यूरानियम रो कंटिन्यूएशन एटा हमर जो पिला बेलु आमे उत्तियाणी दिनरु आमे एसोसिएटेड विथ यूरानियम परीक्षा देकरी आमे आसी आमे हमर प्रोग्राम होची कोन टू डेवलप द इंटेलेक्ट द पैशन टू लर्न समथिंग सेही philosophy सही spirit को हमें continue रखुचे not that spoon feeding तुम करी की 15टा तुम मो पाखरे करिवो 20टा घरे करिवो is not that गुटे सिखी गला परे घरे प्रैक्टिस करिवो घरे प्रैक्टिस करले तुम निजर कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़िवो सो मु तुमको दे भी तुमको अच्छा तुबे मु गोटे आ गोटे रिएक्शन कहूची सेटा ना डिस्प्रोपोर्शनेशन रिएक्शन ना सेटा गोटे मेटाथेसिस रिएक्शन that is an auto-redox reaction or we can call self-redox reaction इतरे कौन ना KCl supposing good example देली potassium chlorate who heat kale will give potassium chloride and oxygen. Of course, that will be use of a catalyst manganese dioxide. Let me not write this to avoid confusion. So a manganese dioxide role kichi nahi. It is just a catalyst to hasten up, to speed up the reaction. Also reactant ho eita, products ho eita. So इठे देखाई देला कोटा ऑक्सीडाइज कोटा रिड्यूस्ड एलिमेंट रे चिन्ह देकरी देखाई देला by now you must be very confident to find out the thief you already have become a policeman or a police woman Rani ये काम कमाने हमें तेरी पलकों के बरसते अंगारे मिस्टर कृष्णा अम्लान कहला देखियो
सर ऑक्सीजन ना -2 ରୁ 0 को जाउ
वेरी गुड आउ
तो क्लोरीन टा +5 ରୁ -1 को जाउ
precisely chlorine टा +5 रे अछि पोटेशियम क्लोरेट रे by X method you find out and here it is -1 so देखो the difference between disproportionation reaction and this reaction is that there are two elements one element का डिक्रीज होता है इसका रिडक्शन होता है एंड अदर एलिमेंट इज ऑक्सीडाइज्ड ऑक्सीजन का इधर सो यहां एक एलिमेंट इन्वॉल्व नहीं है रिडॉक्स प्रोसेस में दो एलिमेंट्स इन्वॉल्व है लेकिन एक ही एजेंट है सब्सटेंस इज वन सो यू कांट कॉल दिस एज ए रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट यू कांट कॉल दिस एज एन ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट बोथ सो such reactions you refrain from assigning which is OA and which is RA nobody asks these are called auto-redox reactions or self-redox reactions where the element oxidized and the element reduced are available in the same molecule. For such reactions, you need to only balance by heat and trial method. For such reactions, only heat and trial method will make you balance this. Now, K1, K1, chlorine 1, chlorine 1. Here, oxygen is 3, here oxygen is 2. So I will make it 3 by 2. First, I will make it fractional. Or some people will say, it is 3 achi, it is 2 achi, it is 2 re guno, it is 3 re guno. तापरे ऑटोमेटिक हे जो मु कोन करे ना फ्रैक्शनल कर दिए एठी सब समान हे गला एठी 3 एठी 2 सो 3 by 2 कले 3 by 2 into 2 So 3 एपट रहिला. So fraction wise it is equal, but we can never present the balanced equation with a fractional coefficient. We have to make it a simple whole number. So what minimum factor you have to multiply? The LCM of all fractions here with 2 is the only one. So if you multiply whole equation by 2, so you get the simplest whole number ratio 2 KClO3 will give you 2 KCl plus 3. 2 will cancel and it will be left out only 3O2. So such auto-redox reactions are never balanced by any EBD method or by any ON method. Simply heat and trial will suffice. Same is the case with heating a nitrate salt. You know, nitrate salt on heating, you know, from tomorrow, I will be in the way of teaching you, training you in stoichiometric calculation and mole concept. I will be giving you different varieties of reactions and naming them. So that strategy I will adopt now. So killing 3 birds in one stone. एक ही गोली में मैं 3 शिकार करूंगा. Different types of equation reactions का जानकारी दूंगा, इसका लॉजिक बताऊंगा, and at the same time mole concept के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे, and also the relationship between the reactants and products, reactant, product, both, you know, mass wise, mole wise, volume wise, solution molarity wise, everything will be done in a very simple, lucid manner. The only thing is that you should have a mind to sit with me and spend time at least for these 5 days. So this all nitrates excepting the alkali metal nitrates, they decompose in this style, the oxide of the metal and the reddish brown NO2 gas and O2 gas. 2 gases, one is oxygen colorless, the other one is NO2, which is reddish brown, and the oxide. Now you balance it. No, before balancing, tell me which elements have been oxidized and reduced. This is again an auto-redox reaction. It's not a disproportionation reaction. Well, we'll close it because, you know, if you linger it, then those who are watching in the YouTube video, they will be feeling monotonous, because anything more than 2 hours is really monotonous. But nowadays I am not spending more time on wasteful things, like, you know, whenever I get agitated, I used to sing, because the rays in me has to be quenched. I cannot shout, I cannot put any derogatory words, caustic words to my students. So the panacea for my rage is to sing a song, and then after some time I will feel good. So that I'm not doing, because my agenda is to acquaint you with different skills, and it is you who will be practicing and clear your doubts. तो कौन चेंज हला के कहब सही 3 जन तो हाथ टेकिले आउ केही हाथ टेकुन सानवी सौम्य उर्फ सौम्य रिधि सिद्धि रानी पुलक रुसिदा सीधा पुलक कहलो
सर लेफ्ट साइड रे नाइट्रोजन +5 अछि
+5 अछि राइट साइड रे केते अछि
सर +4
precisely. NO2 is a neutral molecule, you will find it is +4. This is nitrate ion method re karo, the whole molecule ku nahi karo. Each nitrogen will have a +5. It is better to take up as nitrate ion separately and equal to -1, so you will find nitrogen is +5 and here it is +4. This is reduction. And Pulak, what is oxidation?
सर ऑक्सीजन -2 रे अछि लेफ्ट साइड रे,
Oxygen it is -2 अछि, it is 0 re अछि. So here is the reduction. Oxygen -2 ru 0 ku gala, eta reduction na oxidation?
Sir,
oxidation.
By mistake I told reduction. So the increase -2 ta chota, 0 ta bada. So there has been an increase in oxidation number or loss of electron. So this is oxidation. So a equation को मध्य balance करिवो heat and trial method. इथरे कोनोसी ON method दरकार नहीं कि EBD method दरकार नहीं. Disproportionation रे दरकार किछि नाही मु केमति करिवि ना लेट समान अछि नाइट्रोजन एठी दीटा अछि दीटा मु एठी 2 कर देली 2 कला को कोन हला ना ऑक्सीजन एठी 6 अछि एठी 2 2 जा 4 + 1 5 तो एठी कोन करियो पड़ियो हाफ करियो पड़ियो so that एठी गोटे आसीबो सो वर्तमान हे गला 2 2 जा 4 + 1 5 + 1 6 then mu eliminate karibi fraction ko by multiplying the whole equation by 2 so it becomes 2 PbNO3 gives rise to 2 PbO plus 4 NO2 plus gote O2 can half 2 kati jibo rahi jibo gote O2. So this is the way, the fractional way, heat and trial with a fraction, then eliminating the fraction. That is the way you balance the equation. Now, the last, this one, supposing I'll tell you to balance this equation, you will be lost in a wilderness. Put a bono jungle re haji jibo. Well, this I told you yesterday. Let me check how many of you have remembered that this is called iron pyrite, which is mined in some areas. You get iron pyrite ores, and these are also called fool's gold. It looks like gold, but it's not gold. It is very funnily called fool's gold. Iron pyrites, when roasted in oxygen, it produces ferric oxide and SO2. So can you tell me what is the change in oxidation number from where to where it has happened? And to balance this equation, unless you mug it up, घोषी देव तो अलग कथा किंतु घोषा नुहे केमिस्ट्री हाँ मन रही जाइछि करिथिलो 2-3 थर मन रही जाइछि well yes आपण आउथर करिवो समय नष्ट करिवा पई so you put this and at least दीटा मन पड़ी गले बाकी अन्य गुडा ऑटोमेटिकली हे जिवो so सेति पई पिला माने 2-3 थर करि देले आ परीक्षा रे आ करिवा दरकार नै से मन पड़ी जिवो 2-3 टा कोएफिशिएंट देन अन्य गुडा को हिट एंड ट्रायल रे भार दिवो रिधि सीधी सीधी कहू ना किए कहि नै पर्यंत खाता देखिबी मु यदि if you are writing in one copy then I will uthak bathak 100 times.
No sir. No sir.
Fe
is 4 ro Fe2O3 3 hba.
plus 3.
Yes sir.
So plus 4 ru plus 3.
Yes sir.
How?
O2 0 ro SO2 1 hba.
तो दोनों रिडक्शन हो गए +4 से +3 ये भी घटा और 0 से -2 ये भी घटा अगर दोनों रिडक्शन है ये मुमकिन है तो फिर तो आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा कहाँ एक ही तो ऑक्सीडेशन होना चाहिए कहाँ है ऑक्सीडेशन
सर O2 0 और SO2 1
क्या ऑक्सीजन
यस सर +1
ऑक्सीजन कभी +1 नहीं होता है इज ओनली इन O2F2 आप 100 बार उठक बैठक लगाइए आपको माताजी को बुला लीजिए सार कह रहे हैं मैं उठक बैठक करूं आप देखें एनीवन सत्यजीत कहलो
यस सर सर FeS2 रे +2 रु Fe2O3 रे +3 को जाईची
तमे रिधि सीधी तमे पूरा भूली जाइचो तमे देखिबो यू विल बी कर्सिंग योरसेल्फ जीभ कामुडी पकेइबो जेतले मु कहिबी खाता देखो in this compound iron is in the +2 state and sulfur ironically is in -1 state that belongs to polysulfide S2 2 minus S3 2 minus S4 2 minus S5 2 minus they belong to polysulfide type not the normal sulfide तमे ताकू नहीं गलो नॉर्मल सल्फाइड दीटा सल्फाइड अछि +-4 तो आयरन टा +4 याद आया आपको
यस सर
आप दांत दिखा रहे हैं ना जरूर दांत दिखा रहे हैं। आप एक काम कीजिए, क्लास खत्म होने के बाद एटलीस्ट 20 टाइम्स दोनों उठक बैठक कीजिए आपके माताजी के पास, तो दैट शी विल रिपोर्ट मी क्यों हमारा ये मति भ्रम हुआ। मैंने तो कहा था आप इतने अच्छे हो, तो आप क्यों भूल गए, वो क्यों याद कर पाया मिस्टर पांडा। अच्छा एटा गला एक्चुअली +2 रो एटा समस्त भूल करंती, से भाबंती एटा नॉर्मल सल्फाइड बोली, किंतु एटा नॉर्मल सल्फाइड नुए। +2 रु +3 एटा हला ऑक्सीडेशन एंड आउ गोटे कोन सत्यजित कहलो आउ गोटे ऑक्सीडेशन हेछि।
ऑक्सीडेशन
हां को अम्लान कहलो एटी दीटा ऑक्सीडेशन हेछि देखा।
सर मु कहबे
-2 ରୁ +4 को वाला सल्फर
ना सेटा
सर
सर सल्फर -1
किए कहला -1 किए कहला
सल्फर
-1
-1 +4 को जाय छी।
हां यस यू आर करेक्ट। एटी -1 एटा पॉलीसल्फाइड टाइप सल्फर इज -1 एटी +4
यस सर।
सो -4 -1 ru +4 ये भी ऑक्सीडेशन एंड आयरन टा +2 ru +3 ये भी ऑक्सीडेशन। तो रिडक्शन कहां होगा
सर O2 0 ରୁ
ओटा 0 ରୁ
O2
-2
0 ରୁ -2 को जाय छी।
ओ 0 ରୁ -2 एठी करो कि एठी करो जोठी करो ऑक्सीजन तो एठी न्यूट्रल नहीं एठी न्यूट्रल थिला एठी न्यूट्रल नहीं -2 को जाईची। सो दिस इज रिडक्शन। तो दीटा ऑक्सीडेशन गोटे रिडक्शन। तो एई भलिया को तुमे नॉर्मल ओएन मेथड रे करि परिबोनी। हां ओएन मेथड रे करिवो बा ईबीडी डायग्राम रे करि परिबो दीटा ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप लिखिबो एवं एई FeS2 रो जो स्टोकियोमेट्री अछि 1:2 सेई अनुसार 2 मल्टीप्लाई करिवो से सल्फर इक्वेशन रे। सो टोटल ऑक्सीडेशन को ऐड करि देखिवो टोटल इलेक्ट्रॉन केते हला, देन रिडक्शन को आउटे करिवो, देन ऐड करिवो इलेक्ट्रॉन काटिवो, देन यू विल गेट द कोएफिशिएंट। सो एटा को ईबीडी मेथड रे तमे करिवो एवं तमे निजे करो। मु तुमको टी हिंट्स दे दोची जे तमे निजे करिवो। Fe +2 रु गला +3 को खाली गोटे लेखा करिवो। सो गोटे इलेक्ट्रॉन एटी गेन हेले दीपट साइड समान हबो। देन पुनी सल्फर टा -1 एकाठी दीटा जाक ऑक्सीडेशन -1 रु गला +4 को। तो एठी आमे जदि 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करिवा तो एपटे -1 सेपटे -1 सो दीटा जाक ऑक्सीडेशन। देन एटी स्टोकियोमेट्री देखिबा नने हैरान रे पडिबा। एटी आयरन और सल्फर रेशियो 1:2 अछि, तेनु एटी 2 रे मल्टीप्लाई होल इक्वेशन रे 2 मल्टीप्लाई करिवा को ही पडिबो, नहले आमे केबे FeS2 लिखि परिबानी। एटा आयोनिक इक्वेशन नुए, तेनु स्टोकियोमेट्री मेंटेन करिया को जोतरे गुणिबा कथा गुणिबा टोटल कर दबा। ऑक्सीडेशन रो टोटल स्टेप होची Fe2 plus 2S1 will give you Fe +3 2 plus नो एटा ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर मेथड रे होची माने एटी +2 लिखियाटा भलो +3 लिखियाटा भलो। आउ एपटे हला 2 2 रे गुणिबा को भूलिबनी 2S +4 प्लस केतटा इलेक्ट्रॉन हबा को देखिबा। अरे गधा केतटा इलेक्ट्रॉन हबो 11टा इलेक्ट्रॉन। एटी 5 2 10 एटी गोटा 11टा इलेक्ट्रॉन। एटा हला ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप कंप्लीट। देन रिडक्शन स्टेप को जीवा। रिडक्शन स्टेप टा वेरी सिंपल। ओ खाली ओ जाईची O-2 खाली गोटे ईबीडी रे खाली गोटे एलिमेंट नबो गोटे एटम तार ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट। तो एठी दीटा इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करले लेफ्ट साइड रे। सो एपटे -2 सेपटे -2 बस। देन ऐड कर 82 अछि 11 अछि। सो ए इक्वेशन रे तमे 2 मल्टीप्लाई करिवो, ए इक्वेशन रे 11 मल्टीप्लाई करिवो। सो 22 इलेक्ट्रॉन कटि गला। तो रहिला 2Fe2 +2 +4S स्टोकियोमेट्री किंतु मेंटेन रहइबो से 1:2 बिकॉज़ ऑलरेडी यू हैव एस्टैब्लिश्ड 2 रे गुण कि 5 रे गुण होल इक्वेशन रे किछि फरक पड़िबोनी। सो 4S माइनस प्लस एपट साइड रे रहिला एठी 11 रे गुणिचे 11 0 वाला ऑक्सीजन 11 टा। तो एपट को चली आसो 2Fe +3 वाला आयरन दीटा 2 रे गुणिया को भूलिबनी। 4टा +4 मार्का सल्फर आउ 11टा 11 रे गुणिया को भूलिबनी। -2 वाला होची कोन ना ऑक्सीजन। एतक सरला परे आमे आकु देखिकरी एटा कोंती ईबीडी को देखिकरी ओरिजिनल इक्वेशन टाकू आमे करिबा बैलेंस। वेरी इजी हेजिबो। ईबीडी विल गिव यू ए क्लियर इंडिकेशन हाउ टू बैलेंस इट। को देखिबा कोन मु ऐड करबी एठी Fe दीटा +2 वाला -1 वाला चारटा सो एठी गुणी देले 2 हे जीवो दीटा +2 वाला Fe एंड -1 वाला सल्फर आसी जीवो चारटा ए हे गला खाली जस्ट 2 रे गुणी देले ऑक्सीजन 0 मार्का 0 वाला ऑक्सीजन 11टा दरकार तो एठी 11/2 करिया पड़िबो एठी दीटा दरकार Fe2+3 वाला ऑलरेडी दुईटा अच्छी फॉर्मूला रे किछि करिया को पड़िबोनी चारिटा +4 वाला दरकार तेणु एठी 4 गुणिया को पड़िबो एठी गोटे एटम अछि +4 वाला वर्तमान ए इक्वेशन टा बैलेंस हे गला 4 दुणे 8 3 11 एठी 11/2 * 2 11 सो इक्वेशन टा ऑलरेडी बैलेंस तुम देखि दियो चारटा सल्फर 11टा ऑक्सीजन 11/2 * 2 11 बट फ्रैक्शन को तुमको हटेबा को पड़िबो सो 2 रे मल्टीप्लाई करिया को पड़िबो सो 4 FeS2 2 कटि गला खाली रहिला 11 O2 gives you 2 Fe2O3 plus 8 SO2 पिला माने घोषि दियंती 4 11 2 8 खाली 4 11 टा मन रखि गले आरोटा ऑटोमेटिकली जणा पड़ दियो सो मु केबे कहबिनी घोषिबा पई थरे दि थरे निजे करि देले तमरो मने रहि जिवो तमे लेखु लेखु जदी 4 11 आसी गला ऑटोमेटिकली एटा पळे आसी तबे जानलो तो तार मेथड टा इज EBD because तुम्हें कैलकुलेट करिया पड़िबो टोटल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेन्ड इंक्लूडिंग द स्टोइकियोमेट्रिक रेशियो दैट हैज नॉट टू बी सैक्रिफाइस्ड सेटा को सैक्रिफाइस कर दलो जदी तमे मेंटेन करि परिबनी मॉलिक्यूलर इक्वेशन रे तमे बैलेंस आदौ करि परिबनी सो आज का कार्यक्रम यही हम समाप्त करते हैं तो आज भी कल जैसा 8:20 हो गया तो मुझे खेद है लेकिन आप लोग जो मेरे साथ बने रहे इतने टाइम बिना खाए पिए मैंने कहा था बीच बीच में खाते रहेंगे मैं देखता ही नहीं आपको और आप खाना चाहिए तो फिर मिलेंगे हम रात को 9 बजे आप अगर कुछ टाइम निकाल के मुझे 1 घंटा दे दीजिए आप खाइए पिए मौज कीजिए और उसके बाद 1 घंटे के बाद मैं YouTube भेजूंगा लिंक और अभी आपको भेजता हूं स्टडी मटेरियल्स बाय बाय
बाय सर
बाय सर
नमस्ते
प्रणाम सर
प्रणाम नमस्ते खुदा
नमस्ते।
हाफिज अल्लाह खैर सबका खैर करे